Questions for Coach?
I guess we can start with Josh and performance for him, especially late in the game, both offensively and late in the game, picking up Kemba full court. I mean, that was obviously seemed like his best performance for you guys.
Yeah, obviously he shot the ball exceptionally well. He's been playing pretty consistent in general, but you're seeing a guy that's getting the opportunity with some guys out, extended minutes, and obviously that's who he is on defense. He did it for us years ago in Philadelphia. He really guards those small guards well, stays in the rear view, contests them, bothers them, uses his length there. So he was obviously huge there. We had multiple guys on Kemba throughout the game, and he was one of our primary guys because of his length and what he kind of does naturally there. The shooting and aggressiveness offensively was great, needed, and great to see. But really got into the zone, shooting the ball. Guys were finding him. He was not hesitating, and that's what we want, quick decisions, either catch and shoot or make a move.
Third quarter was obviously a problem. And you had one timeout where you, instead of drawing up the play, you just sat down and started talking to the guys. What was the message there? What was the tone there in that timeout?
I was livid, honestly, and just really wake up. You know, we talked about what we did well in the first half. Came out and did the opposite for the most part. I felt we got a little cute there and relaxed, you know, at 15. But give them credit. They responded well. 41-point quarter, and then we got back to lockdown defense and holding them to 19 in the fourth quarter. So they responded well. We made it harder on ourselves than it had to be, but still give the group credit. Coming off a hard-fought game yesterday to come into back-to-back guys playing extended minutes with all the people missing. We just had a little lapse there and snapped out of it and picked it up where we left off in the first half.
And it seemed like defensively, I don't know if it was overhelping or overreacting to drives. They seem to be really open on the kickouts.
Yeah, I felt we left our feet a few times on some of the pump fakes on the perimeter. We always talk about second off the floor, contest late. Once they got us in the air, they were really breaking down our defense, and low man, weak side was coming across, but the X out on the backside wasn't always happening. So they did get some looks there. I just felt we left our feet on some guys that, we want them to shoot it and contest their shots. So a few mistakes there, but overall, like I said, 3 great quarters of defense, 18, 29, and 19 in the first, second, and fourth. Other than the lapse in the third, I felt we were pretty solid overall tonight.
I think in the third, you guys were like 1 for your first 9 when they went on that run. Do you think you guys were starting to settle a little too much? You had early success with the 3?
Not as much as the 3. It was more so we were holding the ball. We shot 15 threes in the first quarter, and they were all off a great penetration to kick, so quick decisions. And then we got a little stagnant in the second and got it to 12 3-pointers, got back to driving and kicking. So we liked the looks we were getting, and we were shooting it well overall, percentage-wise. I just think it was more so that we passed up some open shots early and then got stagnant late in the clock, and end up taking those shots late. But more so than settling, I think it was the type of shots we took. Contested late shot clock threes, and 23-5 run to start wasn't ideal. But to our credit, like I said, they bounced back, they responded and defended well, and then started playing faster again. We got some isolations, and guys were finding each other, as you saw with Josh Richardson there.
You guys got 16 off the bench from Payton as well. Obviously the opportunity was there with your guys' situation, but what did you see from him on both ends of the floor to kind of see him break out like that?
Yeah, what added opportunity for him, as well as Jay Rich and some of those guys, as well as Aaron. But he's a guy that we're extremely confident in. I've said it all year. He stays ready. He's extremely hungry. He's always in the gym ready. So you're not worried about his preparation or not being ready when the time comes. Obviously one of our best shooters, and the thing with that has been a number crunch or a minute crunch with Dennis, being the backup for most of the year. So that's all it is. It's nothing that Payton has done or has not done that, limited the minutes there. And he's a guy, from the same city as him. I've seen him in high school, win state championships, watched him in college, and have extreme confidence in. And knowing when he gets the opportunity, he's always going to be ready. So it was good to see him do what he did, but not surprising.
Quick Zoom question from Chris Ryan. Hey, man, I wanted to ask you a little bit about Jalen, what you've seen from him in a couple games back here in terms of his, efficiency, kind of focus and dedication.
Yeah, he looks good. He looks ready. Talked about it in this first game back. The explosion and the first step was a little different from the initial time he came back. You see, he has more burst there. He worked extremely hard to get ready and was very patient. We made him be a little more patient than he wanted to be, but he looks good. He's ready there, doing it on both ends, and he just creates a lot for everybody else. Obviously another playmaker, scorer, and a few times he penetrated and got caught in the crowd there, but for the most part, he got off the ball tonight like we're asking guys to. They know the crowd is gonna, draw attention with those guys especially, and I think he did a great job overall. Missed some shots he could have, finished around the rim, but other than that, big time game from him and Jason.
Quick question. Tonight we saw Jalen a couple times, but kind of get stopped in the paint and then put the ball over his head and throw it out. It seems like that's picked up just a ton in the NBA. Are you comfortable with guys kind of like picking up their dribble and looking to pass out as opposed to keeping it live and trying to dribble out in the pass out?
Yeah, we talked about it. New York is such a heavy shift team that anytime there's penetration, it's going to be 5 people coming to the paint. And so what I did tell him was, you're going to have a big on you if you beat them to the rim, make a quick move and go to finish. But come under control and find your outlets, always see your outlets. So he took some good jump stops. He looked like he forced a few early in the second half, but he got to his jump stop and found shooters there. So that's what we're asking him. And if you have the athleticism to do so and get stuck and you can make those passes, it's, all for it.
Wrap it up right there. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.